Hi everybody, thanks for joining us for Northern Ag TV. Well, we've been talking about a lot this summer, but the Montana Department of Agriculture has sent out ballots to canola growers to vote on the establishment of a 10-cent per hundredweight or a nickel a bushel checkoff program. The checkoff was proposed by an advisory committee of producers, and it's both voluntary and refundable. It's estimated to raise $265,000 annually to support efforts to grow the canola industry and fund Montana-specific research. Ballots are due back to the department by August 15th. Well, horses in Sheridan, Daniels, and Custer County in Montana and Johnson County in Wyoming have tested positive for West Nile virus. Of course, West Nile is spread by mosquitoes. Clinical signs in horses include muscle tremors, stumbling, unable to stand, and convulsions. To prevent West Nile, it's recommended to vaccinate horses in the spring, but can reduce the risk in the summer by eliminating standing water around horses, using sprays and fans to deter mosquitoes, and bringing horses into barns at dusk and dawn when mosquitoes are most active feeding. We'll be back with more ag news, but first, a quick message from BNSF Railway.
From the beginning, we've worked closely with farmers. BNSF's ties to the agricultural community go back 175 years. Together, we've innovated to make the U.S. agriculture supply chain one of the most efficient and productive in the world. Our strong relationship powers BNSF still today and helps us move the nation like no one else can. At BNSF, we move the nation for you.
Well, probably not much of a surprise to most farmers, but USDA's annual land values report showed the price of real estate continuing to climb. Across the country, farm real estate was estimated up 4.3% from last year. Now looking at Montana, irrigated cropland was up 5.6% at $43.50 an acre, dryland farm ground up 1.9% at $1,050, and pasture values increasing 3% year over year to $920 an acre. Taking a long-term look, in the last 5 years, all farm real estate in Montana is up 34%, irrigated up 45%, dryland up 27%, and pasture values up 35%. Well, Montana Senator Steve Daines and North Dakota's John Hoeven are celebrating some wins for agriculture in the recently passed appropriations bill. Senator Daines highlighted language and funding for aphis grasshopper suppression, as well as funding for the barley pest initiative and brucellosis research and prevention. Senator Hoeven pointed to funding for FSA loans, Packers and Stockyards Act enforcement dollars, and research investments at NDSU. Other ag priorities included are the wheat and barley scab initiative, increased funding for USDA wildlife services, and funding for EID tags for ranchers to comply with animal disease traceability requirements. Well, that's going to do it for today's ag news. Thanks for joining us and have a great day.